Hello everybody, and today I'm doing another book haul. You may have noticed my hair. It's like red, orange, depending on what light you look in it. I wasn't planning on for it to actually turn this color, and I've had quite a few people say that I'm trying to mimic Clarys off the Shadowhunters. I wasn't. I just wanted to go for a really bright red colored hair, and I have been for a while. And it just didn't turn out as well. I do still like it though. I really like it. And it didn't really cover all of it, so there's still brown in there, but it just looks like there's two different shades of red in my hair. So that was pretty cool. But if you want to know what hair dye I use the VS Vivillon Salon Runway Red color. It only took like one box to cover my hair, and my hair is like really long. So I'll probably be keeping my hair red for a while. I'm not sure if it'll always be this shade of red because I'm going to be like re-dyeing over spots and getting my roots with this box once it my hair grows out more. So my hair may not always be this red, but I'll be using the same color dye. And the first thing I want to show you really isn't it's book related, but it isn't actually a book. And that is this little like Harry Potter wallet I got from, I don't even remember where I got it. I know I got it at the mall in Florence, Kentucky, but that's all I really remember. I think I got it FYE. And I love the little plaid in it, and it says Hogwarts alumni on the inside. So this was just interesting. I really liked it, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. The first book I got, I may get a little judgment from you guys about. Because you guys know that I have a paperback version of Dune, and it's autographed by Carrie Corp and Lori Langdon. See that? Well, I was in Half Price Books, and I see the hardback version of Dune, and it even came with a bookmark with Dune and Destined for Dune, which I just ordered Destined for Dune. It should be here next month sometime. Well, what I didn't realize when I bought it, and I paid like $3 or $4 more than the autographed version, which I thought was weird, but I was like, I want it in hardback. Well, when I got home, I found that it was autographed by Carrie Corp and Lori Langdon. So now I have two copies of Dune autographed, so I'm very excited about that. And this one does not have the ugly sticker on it, although it does have an ugly Half Price book sticker, so I'm not sure I'm not sure there's a win or gain here. Yeah, so now I have two copies of Dune, so I'm hoping it's a really good book series. I've heard nothing but good things about it. It's set in Scotland, I believe, and there's about time travel, best friends time traveling together. The next books I got, I read this summary of them and they sounded interesting. I haven't really heard anything about them. And that is Iron King, Iron Daughter, and Iron Queen. I found them all three at Half Price Books, and I believe this is a trilogy. If it isn't, you can let me know in the comments below. They were written by Julie Kagawa. I'm hoping I said that right. The next book I got was Independent Study by Julie Carbonu. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. This is the second book of the testing series, I believe. I finally talked myself into getting the second book. I'm not even really sure anymore what this trilogy is about, and I haven't read the first book yet, but I like to have at least half of the series before I start reading the book series, because if I like it, I don't want to have to wait a long time for the second or third books to come out, which is pretty much why I waited on the Mortal Instruments series. And the next book I got, I had no intention of getting, and that is The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. There was two reasons I got this book. The one reason is because it was co-written by Cassandra Clare, and I'm loving the Mortal Instruments series so much, so I'm sure I'll love this. But it also has a signed by the authors sticker on it. It's signed by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. So I know I'm never going to meet Cassandra Clare in real life. I hope I will someday, but I'm pretty much sure that's never going to happen. So I really, really am so happy to have an autographed copy of one of her books. Next book I got was Cruel Crown by Victoria Aveyard, and this is a novella bind-up of, let's see, Queen's Song and Steel Scars. And I believe these happened before Red Queen. It's kind of like a prequel. I'm not entirely sure about that. That's just what I've heard. The next book I got, I've been meaning to pick up for a while, and that is Zeros by Scott Westerfeld. Next book I got is The Invasion of the Tierling by Erica Johnson. The next book I got, I am really excited for, and that's because I have heard so many good things about it, and it's been all over BookTube for like a week or so now, and that is Passenger by Alexandria Bracken. This book is about time travel and mystery, and I can't get over how beautiful this book looks. I mean, not only, is the cover beautiful and the spine beautiful, but then you open it up and the pages are beautiful, and then you take the cover off and it's I'm not even sure what this tree I'm not even sure what this tree signifies at the moment, but I can't wait to find out. Of course, it's gonna have to wait until I finish reading all of Cassandra Clare's books, including Lady at Midnight, which I plan on getting when it comes out March 8th. The next book I just picked up today, and it's a new release, is Spidergain by Christine Feehan. Now, this is a paranormal romantic suspense novel, and it's more leaning towards adults, and this is actually part of one of the first series I picked up when I started reading, which is weird. It's like I worked backwards. I started with adult fiction and moved on to YA fiction, and I'm pretty sure I'm one of the few people that's done that. This book is a part of a series, but they can all be read as standalone books. It's basically about men who were soldiers and experimented on, and women who were taken as children and experimented on. How they were chosen is that they had some semblance of psychic powers. This one evil mad scientist, I guess you'd call him, decided to screw with their DNA. Some of them are fused with animal DNA, and some have been enhanced to where it just made their psychic abilities more evolved. But this also comes as a drawback because it's like they can have internal bleeding if they use their powers too much, or they can get really, really sick. And it's kind of a real heart-jerker the way some of these characters have grown up and how they've turned out to be. And I really love this series, and I'll probably always read this series. This next book I won on Goodreads, and that is Never Tear Us Apart by Monica Murphy. And it comes with this cool plate card thing about the book, and it's also autographed by Monica Murphy. This book I got from Goodreads is actually an ARC, and I didn't know it was an ARC. It's Sissy, Empress on Her Own by Alison Patek. I'm so sorry I butchered that name. But yeah, this is an ARC copy, and it actually comes out March 8th. The first book I got over the month in the mail. This has been literally sitting on my floor since January 1st. The first off, it starts out, it has like little bookmarks, and I'm not even sure what these are called, but there's one of each of these signed by the author. And then I also have another little card signed by a different author, Tori Rigby, and her book is Because I Love You, and it comes out May 17th, 2016. So this is what the cover is. The cover isn't final, but I'm assuming that's what it is at this point. But the book I got was Catch Me When I Fall, The Dreamcatcher Book 1 by Vicky Leah. This book sounded really interesting to me, and it's a good thing it did, because I normally would not have bought this cover. And when I saw the cover, I thought the black things that are coming out of their... I thought those black things were coming out of their back and they were like wings, but they're actually hands reaching down at them. So now I'm really interested to find out what that's about. And I believe the second book of this series, Catch Me If You Dare, is also already out. And another great thing about this book is it's a personalized signed copy. So it says, Brittany, Sweet Dreams, Vicky Leah. Onto the box. There's only 2 books in here. I got these 2 books from the Book Outlet, which is where I do most of my book shopping now that I know that it's, you know, a legit website. The first book I got was Unraveling by Elizabeth Norris, and I believe this is the first book of a trilogy, and it's about this girl who dies and is brought back to life by one of her classmates, Ben. I'm really interested to know about Ben and how he was able to bring her back to life, because that's weird. I've never actually read a book where the main character dies like right away and is brought back to life, and that's how everything starts out. So I'm interested to see where this is gonna go. I've actually already ordered the second book to that series as well. The next book I got from the Book Outlet was The Heart of Betrayal, the second book in the Remnant Chronicles, I believe it's what it's called, by Mary E. Pearson. And I was reluctant to get this book because I have The Kiss of Deception in paperback, and I really don't like getting a paperback and then a hardcover because it just doesn't look right sitting side by side. Last but not least, these are 2 more books that I ordered off the Book Outlet. This next book I bought, I'm hoping helps me get over my Shadowhunters hangover, if that's possible, and that is The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith, and wow, that's a mouthful. Whenever I have a book hangover, usually the size is the first thing that intimidates me about picking up a new book series. So I'm hoping, given the fact that this is so short and that I already know I like the author's writing, it's going to help me get over it quicker, and I can just go from this book onto another series or onto just other books in general without being in a book hangover for months at a time. Or having another reading slump, which my last reading slump lasted 4 years. There was also family issues that contributed to that, but that was horrible. The last book I bought is, well, The Shadowhunters Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. Aw, Simon Lewis. I've only flipped through this, and I've heard that it's supposed to be like Clarys Journal about the shadow world and all that's in it and everything. I mostly wanted it because I thought it'd have like a dictionary or an index, and it does not have either, so yeah. But I still wanted it for my collection because I'm loving the Shadowhunter series, and yes, after I finish this series, I'll most likely read this as well. My favorite thing about this book is you take the dust jacket off, and it's flippin' blue. I mean, it's really blue, and it has a nice feel to it, and it has, I guess that's the Mortal Cup, of course. And then on the inside, it has like artwork, and it's like, it's supposed to be Clarys Journal, so of course it has some form of artwork in it everywhere. From what I flipped through, it also has like her scribbles in the text, and has even more, where is it? Has even more drawings in it. And I have a feeling this is just going to be really fun and entertaining to read. So that is it for this book haul. I'm sorry if it was too long because it feels like I've been talking forever. Until next time, guys. Bye.